You're live. Ah, fantastic. All right, everything works. Hey,
Hello, everyone.
Sorry, guys. We had some troubles with, technical difficulties. I tried to make it a bit fancy and added also a Twitch into the stream.
I think that's all.
And you know me, if I'm trying a bit around, then usually nothing works. So, fantastic. So welcome back to the second stream of today. Today we want to work further on the
Save recipe app.
Save Recipe app.
Still our save recipe app.
Yeah, so part 15 now. Hey Flutterist, nice to see you.
Flutterist. Hey Abby.
So the last time, what did we do?
Yeah.
I created a design, right? We had like the first hour we just took for the recipe design where we can improve that. I think you can also open up that.
Open our design so that everyone can see.
I think.
Hey Ayush.
So yep, just bring it down to our monitor, right? So everyone can join us. I think you have to first go to the other.
Yeah, we can pick further.
All right, so we started with the design and the redesign of the recipe screen. As you can see on the right side, right? So with shift and then, on this way, perfect. So with that, we have this in place. And we can see on the left side, we have now this list elements everywhere. So that looks very fancy. We talked about favorites, right? That we can implement that somehow.
Yes, with this little heart, we want to implement the favorites.
And I don't know if I hadn't made so much more, but we created the design and after that we started somehow to build a little bit more, right?
Yeah, I would say I will start our application. So, because I'm the driver, I prefer the iOS.
Okay, all right. And I hear that you found some issues there, right?
Yeah, I saw also some issues. What's going on here? Streamlabs running. And
congratulations on your Flutter community launch, which didn't work
Thank
out
you
that
much.
well.
That was horrible. But still, thanks a lot for your message. Yeah, that was somehow
our first meetup.
Terrifying. Yeah, we didn't expect it at all, and we were very surprised. Which is also.
Oh, we learned something, right? I mean, on the evening we sit together and said, "Yep, that was not what we want to see again in a meetup," but it was very funny to start.
Yeah, I would say that was also our first experience. So I for sure create meetings for work and everywhere else, but not a public community.
Yeah.
So what I assume is maybe our problem was that we published the link
too early or
something like that. So everyone.
I don't even know if Ayush knows what happened, right? So
yeah, that's right. Do you know what happened to our meetup?
Because we started with the meetup and some trolls were coming into it with some Zoom bombing, and suddenly we had a lot of weird images and a lot of shouting inside of our channel, and we had to cancel and delay, postpone our meeting because we couldn't get or figured out how we can solve that problem so fast.
You are right. I just started to explain how horrible my meetup was without any background.
Yeah.
So sorry for that. And now back to our app recipe. Nice. This is our recipe app.
Yeah, looks good.
Looks good.
I'm always happy if I see that.
But what I'm not sure is, I think the app is not quite right. Why do we have everywhere the same?
The same?
The same actually picture. Let me just delete this one. And I will try to run it again.
Okay. Most likely you will find right now a bug.
Let's see.
Fantastic, Ayush. At least our topic was very interesting. So now we have everything prepared, and I think next week or in the upcoming next weeks we will re-trigger that meetup.
Yeah. Maybe you know, guys, any tool that could help us actually.
Yeah.
For example, we used the Google Meet for our meetup, which was not really successful, and at the moment, currently, we are searching for a better tool where everybody can join us, and we can present our topic and something like that, something like Google Meet. Or the Hangout. Is it the same?
It's more like Zoom. We would like to have something like Zoom, but we don't have a license yet, so maybe we have to buy a license for that.
But maybe you know better.
Yeah.
You know better solution. Okay.
So we will have their look at least to get an idea what we can do.
So it looks better, Max.
So it looks empty.
It looks empty. So
Oh, first problem.
Okay. First problem.
Okay, let me give a text to write, so I write my to-dos down that we have.
Okay, and that was the second problem.
Crash. Ooh.
Yeah, it directly crashed as soon as I wanted to select an image. And I think, you know why this happened, and I would say it's because of the image picker. The image picker Flutter.
Is it the first time that we worked with iOS? I think so. Right?
No, I don't think so, but I think there was. No, I thought there was some updates for the package, and this could be the reason, but I don't think so. When we add the permission to the app, it should be stay actually. And
right? I think we didn't have added the permissions. I think that is the reason that the error is crashing actually.
Okay.
At least this is what I'm hoping. Hey Minu, nice to see you.
Hey Minu.
Thanks for joining again. Fantastic.
So
you can't get enough today.
This is the permission which we miss at the moment.
Really? Is it just one? Because I see here 3, right?
Yeah, but this is the permission for photo library. App needs access to the camera.
Okay.
Is the question if we want. And app needs access to microphone.
Which we also don't need. So you're right. Fantastic.
Actually, this one it doesn't need, but maybe if you want to just take a photo from a recipe, it could be helpful. So I would say for now I just copy this one.
Sounds like a good plan, Abby. We will take a look into a second.
The iOS runner, and this is the
info list. Yeah.
Okay. Here we have a key.
If you're not aware, or can you explain what the info plist is for?
I think in the info pair you define the permission.
Perfect. Exactly. So you ask for the permissions by the user.
Okay.
And what you can see here, you have always a string to or a key to string pair.
Yeah.
So and that key to string is in our case the key is the permission that we want to get.
Yes.
And the string that we want to add or the value is the explanation why we need that access here.
Exactly.
No, we didn't do the splash screen yet. I think we will work on that as soon as possible. I think we want to first. What is your plan for today? I think you have a plan prepared.
A little bit. So I thought at first fix this problem.
All right. So let's start with that.
And after that, let's see if we have any other surprise. And if not, we will work on the recipe screen.
Okay.
Which gonna be this screen.
All right.
I mean, you started last time.
Yep. So maybe next week we make another design session, and then we can maybe try to get this splash screen inside. I think that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Then I add that to my list, to my personal understanding list, what we want to do.
Okay. User.
Hey, Aravind, nice to see you. This can be a clear text, right? So you can write why you need access.
Yeah?
Yes, I think so. If you move back to the other screen from the package, then there's describe why your app needs permission for the photo library. So you have to describe why you want to have access.
So I made it actually a lazy way.
Yep.
User permission for images, but if you want, I can write more.
No, I just want to have it like a user-readable text, because this will be shown to the user at the end. You get a question there if you want to accept or not, so you have to make that a little bit better.
Good point. So, what do we write normally? I think.
Something like, in order to access the images.
Something like it.
We need this permission, or please, yeah. The permission, or it's not finished yet, but it's something, you know. Still better than just user-defined images or something.
Okay. Do we need at the moment the camera usage?
No, just keep it for now, and
no?
Or you can add it.
I thought we are here, so let's add it.
That's a good point, yeah. But for the real applications, we always try to have as less permissions as possible.
Yeah.
Because it's just you have to ask the users, and the users will ask the question, why do you need that? So to take all the permissions is always a bad solution, because a lot of users will say this is not necessary. No, Mahtab, there is no formatter for this file.
No?
No, it's a plist file. You can open it up in Xcode if you want, then it looks better.
Okay.
But not in this case.
Okay, so it's gonna be this one. Yeah. Order X.
You could just keep it the same.
Yeah.
In order to take a picture. Alright.
And here we go. Now.
I think now you have to restart the application, because this will be bundled directly in the Flutter bundle at the end.
Okay. I like it.
I think you don't have to delete it, actually.
Yeah.
But do it if you are happier then.
I'm happy, to be honest.
I hope it's not too noisy for you guys, because we have the ventilator on and the window open. So if there is too much background noise, just tell us. Or if the music is too loud or something.
Ah, you are here.
Yeah, I enjoy music always at work.
Okay, let's see if this bug is... Oh, is the music also? You know. Okay, so here, let's have a... Here, image. And
So, and now...
here, in order to select an image, please accept permission.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's why it's very important to have the correct name here.
Okay. And this will come automatically from, this is a default, or
This comes from the pubspec.yaml, I assume.
would like
So-
to access your photo. Okay.
Hey, Reski, nice to see you.
Thanks for subscribing.
Yeah, welcome to the
Yeah.
Flutter Explained family. And you see it's opening up, so I can make here a very big tick. It's done.
Okay. So
Ooh,
now we have the
beautiful, right?
image, and here we have.
Oh, did we improve that already? Oh yeah,
you
right.
improved it last time.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it looks better. But
Yeah, but-
before we go further,
Okay.
let's fix this one.
Oh yeah, good
Okay.
point. I heard already somewhere someone wrote something from a single child scroll view.
Yeah. Okay.
Would that help us?
I will have a look here.
Oh, can we
What?
commit that first?
Oh yeah.
So make some
Fine.
good commit messages this time. But I
Okay.
try, because the last time I just said
Fix.
finished.
Image. Camera.
Picker.
Picker.
Perfect.
Image protection. What?
I think it's understandable that you mean both. So
Okay. So commit it.
cool. You don't have to push. It's alright if it's first in the commit. We push that at the end together.
Okay. Fair enough.
Alright.
So we fixed this one.
Good job.
Don't ask me why. I like ours was everything. Okay. The next thing is in the add category screen.
If you know already the screen name, you can press Command, Shift, and O. I help you. Command is this one.
This one, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And now just enter the name.
Add recipe screen.
So that would be this one. Yeah. Fantastic.
Here we go. Now
Can also
let's
make
see.
this one smaller. Cool.
Let's see. This is our scaffold, and here we have a color with the app bar and expanded.
Okay.
And we have here position and everything. And I would say we have to wrap our column. No, let's see. Okay, actually, what should I wrap is this field with the image picker and the button. I would say I don't need the
App bar. Okay.
So therefore, instead of having there, maybe the question is to wrap this path. I will wrap this one. Like that, like that, like that. Like that. Okay. Swinger. tile scroll here.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, I think the expanded is maybe not the right one.
I think we have also to fill out or.
You can try. Yeah,
I'll
maybe
try.
this is the problem.
The question is, Max, the expanded will help us in the column
Mm-hmm.
that we...
Take the most space underneath. I think it will take as much space as there is.
Okay.
So most likely we will have to wrap the content of it.
What do I need here?
Nope. Aha.
Okay, so this is still there.
Yeah.
And instead of this one,
I think you want to wrap the stack, or?
all
I could
stack,
imagine.
right?
Yeah, because the stack
would say
contain
the
all
same.
3 parts.
Okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Let's try that. No, also not. Interesting.
Oh, what's written there?
Error.
Error.
Bless you. Sorry for that.
Sorry, guys.
I think that is currently add category screen. Ah. Thank you, Abi. Very good point.
Oh, thank you very much. But
Now we fix the other one. Very good.
we fixed the other one, which is this one.
And now
Okay.
you can scroll it? No, because we made this avoid something and something. You remember?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
avoid resize.
I think because here,
Yeah, but you can try to remove these two. Maybe then it works.
resize to avoid one. One of them is deprecate.
I know.
I rate.
I just
that's
use
right.
always to both, and if it's getting deprecated, I hope we'll get this line through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, fantastic.
Okay.
The only problem that I see is currently that the container behaves a bit tricky here.
Yeah. With the image.
Yeah,
the
because as
background.
you see, it doesn't go to the end of the screen anymore with that.
Mhm.
So this makes it a bit tricky.
What I would like to check is which one did I do it last time as first?
You deleted the resize bottom inset first.
So let's see.
Thank you, Hiva. Nice to see you.
Okay, this is the which will fix our problem.
Okay,
somehow.
but we
Okay.
have to remove that single
But-
child scroll. We will want to have that beautiful screen, right? Or do you want to change it now? Do
I
you
will
want to
just
break
leave it
the?
like that.
So you want to break the background. So now you have to fix somehow that the screen size is not appropriate anymore for
No,
the.
actually that was. I don't know. Okay. I would say
It's still broken. You have to remove the single child screw because else you have down here,
Yeah.
as you can see, the container not completely to the bottom.
okay. So let's see. One.
Mhm. Ah, way better.
Okay.
The only problem is that you can't
We
scroll
can't
with the
scroll at the moment.
Okay, exactly.
But let's go back to
Mhm.
our problem.
So,
And
which screen is it?
the add categories.
Command, Shift.
Yeah, I tried. Command category screen. Add category screen.
Mhm.
Which is this one. And here.
And another subscriber. Who do we have today? Oh, this guy. Easy?
E-
Let's call him Easy. I think the name is good.
Hiva, thank you very much. We will do our best. Okay, so go back to our add category screen.
Yep.
Here we have also a scaffold. We should have somewhere the app bar, which is this one.
Mm-hmm.
And here we have expand expanded with the form and everything. So let's grab this one.
Close enough.
Best thing is I didn't fix our bar here, which is what's the name of that? This is bottom overflow bar, and I add one more bar. See that?
I think it's just getting brighter or bigger.
No, I think the image will be
pushed up. Yeah, okay.
So, okay. This one is not the right one. Expanded with padding and form.
You could try to surround the column inside here.
Column. So that's it.
Oh, but wait. I don't know. Let's see. So now it's scrollable at least.
Yeah.
But because we have a padding on the bottom, it looks a bit weird, I think. So we have to remove
this
the
is the padding, or?
There's a padding on the bottom, yeah. That's why you push that somehow up, so we have to remove that.
Okay. Have here a color, and this there. Where is our...
I think it's the padding that surrounds that. So if you take a look upper, yep. So I think it has something to do with this one.
Ah, yeah, okay. So how about if instead of having here, rock this one?
Can try that, yeah. Ah, looks better.
Yeah, looks better.
Okay, so I give that a tick.
But look at that, Max. Not this one. Our image gets pushed there.
Yeah.
Is it fine or is it a bug?
The problem is, I think the background gets recalculated as soon as the size of the screen changes.
Yeah.
And because the size of the screen changes, it's getting resized. So, to be honest, I think without that resize avoid padding thing, we will not get that running.
Did I try that?
Yeah, true Flutterist.
It's true Flutterist.
Sorry?
Should we try that with the avoid thingy?
We can try that.
If I try that one, can't scroll anymore.
Exactly, I think that's correct, yeah.
So what do you think, guys? Is it really bad that our image in the background get pushed, or is it fine? Should we see that as a bug or not?
Let me think about it. I think there is also a solution for that, right? So let me think.
How about body stack single child color? Let's see. How about stack?
We don't have a stack. It could be that you are... I think he talks about the add recipe screen. What do we have here? So we have our scaffold,
stack,
body,
stack, single child, and color. Maybe. I think you are speaking about something that you don't have.
Yeah, maybe.
Or I don't find it.
Okay.
Okay.
What we could do for our screen size, if you would like to have that in the same way, we could give that single child scroll view that we resize, that we add this avoid resizing, but then we say here in the single child scroll view that it's surrounded by a sized box, and we give it the space from the complete height minus that part with the keyboard. This makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I think that would be a solution that we could do.
Is the avoid story from single child bro?
No, it's from the scaffold.
Ah, here we have it already.
And both are true, but we need them on false in that case.
Resource to avoid bottom inset, bottom padding. So, false, or better say, I cannot remove it.
So now you can't scroll anymore, but the image behind sticks, you know?
Yeah.
And now we would have a sized box that calculates now the height that it gets without the keyboard. And then it can scroll again.
Okay.
So you can remove the other one, the padding. I think we don't need that. Because one of them is always active, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is what we want actually. And now, the fixed box, you want to have it surrounded in our padding, right?
No, the single child scroll view needs to be surrounded by that, and yeah, so this one would have a size box surrounding it.
Should I do that instead of having expanded?
It would stick the expanded because you still want to use the bottom part, as much space as you can.
So, let's see. Fixed
size box.
Size box. Size box.
Yep.
Yeah, what we have
the
is
height.
The height.
And the height needs to be calculated from the complete screen size.
What was the name of
media query of?
Media query, yeah. Media query of size.
Correct.
And height. Oops.
Close enough. Exactly. Right. So, and now we have to reduce it by the padding that comes from the keyboard, and therefore we have to Google because I don't know how we can calculate
padding, which we have. How high is our keyboard?
Correct.
Right?
So how big or how high is the keyboard would be the question.
Height of keyboard.
Flutter.
Flutter.
And the first catch. Perfect.
You're not the worst one who had this question. Usually video in sets provides data about any UI that obscures the Flutter UI. Oh, look at that.
You see, even a one-liner.
You can check for the view in sets with media query like that. Okay, this will give us what?
So because how can I explain it the best? The keyboard pushes the screen up, right?
Yeah.
So it gives you the view inset, gives you the bottom part that gets removed from the keyboard. So it's obscured by the system UI. So the keyboard is from the system, right?
Yeah.
So it gives you the part that is obscured, so hidden from the system UI.
Okay, I understand it in the other way. I thought the thing that we get will come from this one. No, the keyboard, which will hide our screen.
Whatever comes from the bottom and hides your screen, exactly. So your Flutter app.
Correct. So which means if we have this one, this is gonna be the height of our keyboard.
Correct.
And view insets button. Right. So I have to use this one.
Did you copy it?
Good point. No.
Perfect. So, and this could work already. Let's see. So the background sticks, but unfortunately no. Maybe we have to restart the application. It's pretty much faster on iOS Simulator, I have the feeling. Oh. Valid value range? Ah, that's because they...
Close this.
But that is also a bug that we have to take a look into. I add that into our list. That
was not the add recipe, that was add category.
No, add recipe is broken if we started without having something in our database.
So probably it works, but can't scroll anymore.
No, it doesn't work if it's
I mean
that is the only thing that we want to fix.
I mean probably the inset view works somehow. Oops.
We can try that, right? So we can just make a print statement somewhere, so that we can just see if this is working with that height.
Can I just print here? No,
I don't think so. Yeah, you have a build method, but you can't do it in the return parameter.
Yeah, okay.
So just copy that line here. And go to the top, and there you have the build function, and there you can access it. Yep. So then we will see it in a second. You get it already.
Yeah.
Yeah, 667 without keyboard. So this is your full height, right?
Okay.
Or it should be.
Let me make this one. I just want to see how high this is. Great.
So you see it's now exactly the same.
Okay.
And now open up the keyboard. So, and we see we get 407.
Cool.
So it understands it, and it rebuilds or triggers rebuild for this widget. So we get the space that we need.
Okay. Cool.
So the only problem is now that it doesn't take into account the height somehow. Sadly.
Sized box, single child view, and the padding. I'll just try that. Probably it doesn't work.
Interesting. Close enough. But still not scrollable. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe it thinks there was an error that there is like 80 pixels too much, right? Maybe it doesn't understand. The problem is we have up here also the app bar. The app bar, and we have to reduce the size of the app bar. We forgot about that. So can we take a look into the custom app bar, how high it is? We take
height
it.
is here.
So it's predefined. Perfect. So yeah.
We write it?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's ours. So we can just say minus the 82 and then we are done.
Okay. Pretty hard to
But you are right, we could reduce, add a constant for that.
Yeah, but let's see if it's work.
No, unfortunately still not. Could you make a hot reload just in case?
Yeah. You have guys an idea what we should do. That was hot restart.
Good enough.
I want just to have a look at this. Keyboard is keyboard language. Software keyboard is
The keyboard from the emulator or
from the emulator, and the hardware is mine, right? From the
I think so, yeah.
So if I just I want just to click it. I would like to have the keyboard directly out that I
Alright. Fantastic.
Okay. Now here it's still not fixed.
No. Okay.
So how we can fix that? I would say this didn't help, right?
No, unfortunately not. Maybe we can give it a constraint.
Yeah, I mean.
No.
Yeah, okay.
To have a constraint box instead of having the sized box. There's a missing R. STR.
Box.
Yeah. And now you have to pass in a constraint, which is a box constraint. And here you can say the max height.
Let's see. This one. Can't scroll anymore.
Because we have that resize thing on the top, but that's all right. We don't want to move that picture, right? So that's why it would make sense. The only problem is that we can't get, yeah.
What's our problem, Mike?
We want to have it scrollable, right?
Yeah.
And we don't want the images moving. So the image is up here, a container. So the container is not allowed to move or change its position. So we don't want to recalculate that. So therefore, we have said that the resize should be false.
False, yeah.
But we want to make it scrollable. So the idea is to wrap this single child scroll view in a constraint or something that is small enough that we have the possibility to make it scrollable again. So just to make it possible or to try something, I make it a very small and still not scrollable, unfortunately. So is it anyway scrollable? No, right?
No.
Are we in the right screen?
I would say, let's Google it again.
Okay, but what do we want to Google?
Single child scroll view. Push the background. Push background image. Like that. Somehow.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's see.
Not to push the image up.
Yeah. Use the child for view. Okay. Let's try.
You can, yeah.
Yeah, let's see. So that means I don't need this one. Remove this one, and instead of this one, scroll view, right?
No, list view.
List view.
And
now I think we need the body.
Now we have children. But to have a list view with all the stuff inside, that doesn't sound right. I think what we have to do then is to replace the column down here instead of replacing this.
Oh yeah, make more sense. So I can get rid of completely this one. Now here instead of this one, we need
a list view.
List view.
So cross-axis alignment is not possible, so we remove that.
Ooh.
Look at that. Fantastic.
Fantastic. This is...
Wait, but does it work? Can you scroll down? No, it's moving up again. Whatever.
Really?
But it's the same problem, right? Because the size is not specified. He thinks he has infinity size.
How about if we have a padding around that?
No.
It doesn't have.
Yep. But you can try that again with the height here. That you just surround that list view with the height and what we had before.
So I don't need this one. So this view gonna be in the
size box.
Size box.
And the height is calculated again.
Yeah, the height, and it's gonna be the mediatory of size and height minus that.
All right. No, off context.
Off. Yeah. Instead of having size, that was
something with I.
I, right?
Here, view inset.
I view inset. View inset.
Yeah, and the bottom.
Yeah, the bottom.
And minus 82, right?
Minus
because of
82,
the top.
Yeah.
All right, so second try. No, still not.
Not really. I'm still puzzled.
That's a weird issue.
So weird.
That's why I don't work with iOS. No, okay, so as you can see, the button is also getting down or below the screen. So
this is the next problem. list view.
Below keyboard.
Or below.
Mm-hmm.
Flutter. I don't know if this
I
is
don't think it makes a sense. Okay.
keyboard.
Yep. Try it. Sounds valid.
Is it our app? Wrap with container. Okay, and what should I wrap it with container? The list view.
Ah, look at that. They have just used the padding with bottom. That could work.
Okay, wrap.
But the question is, what do we wrap? Do we wrap
Yeah, this is
the list view most likely?
Thanks. So
Yeah, I think we have to wrap the list view and then it's pushing it up. Just copy the whole line here because you will need that. Wait a second. What do we?
now the list view.
The music is very good. Sorry.
Oh my god. Should I miss something?
No.
Or
What are you doing?
heading and
You have
after
that underneath, directly the line underneath.
Oh, I have it already. Yes.
You say only, right?
Yeah.
No, not this.
No?
No. A padding is always an edge insert, and you want to have it only
Okay.
for the bottom.
Only button.
This is media query of context. In
Yeah.
view, no, that's everything. We don't need the height, we don't need the 82, we just need that bottom part.
Huh?
Yeah, no.
Okay, let's. Just give me a second. Media query. Okay.
Okay.
Media. Where I can't write it.
Dot.
Now, what was that?
View
View
inserts.
View inserts.
Bottom.
And the button. And it doesn't.
Yeah, because you have a constant here, and
Which
it can't be a
is- yeah.
constant because you calculate here. So, how does it look like? Oh, something happened. Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
Why not? Oh?
And I know why there is the padding underneath, because we
Which
have
is good.
still... Ah, is it
actually.
okay? Yeah.
I would say if
Yeah,
it doesn't,
you're
this
right.
is exactly on the
Yep.
keyboard, which is also not nice.
Okay. So I think that's a good solution for that. It's interesting that the button is getting exactly hidden from the keyboard at the moment. So it's like a perfect match in that
Yeah.
case.
Good.
Yeah.
Are you guys happy with this solution?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm very
That's
happy.
pretty cool.
But
So next, problem solved. So before we commit now, can we do me a quick favor? And could you open up the settings from IntelliJ? So you press the Windows keyboard and comma. Yep. And
Okay.
here you go to the key map. No, just click on it there. Yep. And search for Dart FMT
Dart FMT
together. It's one word.
formatting is
Yeah.
it? Dart
And can you
formatting?
double click here?
Put with
Yeah.
Dart.
Add the keyboard shortcut, and now add the keyboard shortcut that you like.
Release.
So don't take the...
This one.
Yep. And now,
This one.
perfect. And
It
now
would
you
be
can
great
commit.
if I would press something completely wrong.
It's always when I'm working in the Flutter repository, you know,
Yeah.
there it is not allowed to use. So you are not allowed to reformat everything. And then I always deactivate it in my editor because I always,
Okay.
this keyboard shortcut is in my brain, like,
Yeah,
not,
but for
like
me
save.
also I try
And
on
then-
it. It doesn't work. Oh, okay. What did we know? They fix the keyboard.
Mhm. And the scroll part, right?
Keyboard and scroll.
And maybe add, the screen is clear, so that's fine.
We know where.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Next.
Review.
Huh?
Remove controller and work with onSave.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, that's something for the future. But also one, right?
Yeah. Okay, we don't need to push it now. So, this one works now. And this one doesn't work. Should I fix this one right now?
But again, there is a little bit more, right? Because our container below has the color and everything. But we can try it. Yeah, maybe it works. Maybe the same way, but with the list view. Maybe it works correctly. You have a good feeling?
Yeah, I have a good feeling,
right.
actually. Good. So at the recipe screen, and here we have also the inset and padding. So this one, we don't need it?
I don't know. One of them. Seems to work still, so
Yeah.
that's good.
This is okay. And here.
So I think you would have here to change.
This
Wait.
one. No, this is this one.
It's the parent.
Yes,
But
we
it's
have
a
the
stack.
stack.
Yeah.
Have here stack. Look at that. We have here child. I'll try to scroll.
I think
view.
you added that seconds ago, right?
Yeah. I will do it with list view.
Okay.
But I need again a children.
What do we surround here anyway? So before you do that, can we just have a look what we are surrounding?
Yeah.
I don't remember that widget so well anymore. Yep, just scroll a little bit down. Let's see what we have here. So we have a form with a column of a recipe form field. Okay, so we have one size box, a consumer with 2, drop down. So there is everything inside.
Actually.
Okay, fantastic. Then we can really replace the column down here.
Yeah,
with
I would say I will get rid of this single child scroll view.
That makes sense, I think.
And here I will replace it with a list view.
Yeah, and we can get rid of the cross-axis alignment again.
Right.
Okay, that works already. So the next part would be that we have to...
What was the next one?
The padding on the bottom needs to be sized.
Let me have a check.
Such a mess you committed it here.
Yeah.
It's in the add category screen.
Category screen, yeah. Okay, and here we had the list view, and the list view was surrounded with padding. Right. So, lazy.
If you are lazy, you can copy the whole padding.
No, I'm not lazy. Only. Oh yeah.
Looks good.
Now let's see.
Ooh, that's getting cut off a lot.
And
And what would be better would be maybe that we have on the top now not so much space anymore.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's getting more tricky, right? If we want to make that perfectly fine.
Is it this padding?
I don't know. It could be. So what do we have here? Edge insets only.
I don't know which padding is it, to be honest. So we have 4. This is our stack, right? Stack, position, the container.
So this position, it contains our background, or I assume.
I would say the same, but I don't find the image.
The image is most likely.
Where is the
I think
container?
the image is completely on the background, so that is this decoration
yeah, okay,
here.
you're right. So this is the stack, this is the position. Oh no, look at that. Button and right means, I think, this one, right?
Yes, because we don't want to have the borders surrounding it.
So this is this one. After that we have a padding. I would say this is on top of that, right? we have a
Yep.
the container. On top of that is the padding.
Yeah, with the form and everything.
Yeah, and on the bottom of that is your contains. Your contains are really awesome.
Thank you.
I try to understand constraints sometimes.
Best constraints ever.
Thank you very much, Abby.
The Flutter inspector, yeah, that could help.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah. What an easy screen.
So I would say I will take this one. Now I will come here.
Yeah.
This is the padding. Yeah.
From the background, right? From this container that we have in the background.
Mm-hmm. I don't like it.
Your text widget? Alright.
It doesn't like that I don't
So
understand what I'm doing. Not at all.
That was
So,
the...
just wait, I want to do something. Come here. Alright guys, I have to
rearrange everything.
rearrange a little bit. So I want just to get a better idea what's going on here.
I think if we want to select it, it's easier without the debugger. Yeah.
Like that, and say what is...
So this is the padding that surrounds the form. So this is that one.
Exactly this one. Okay, and now... Wait. What is happening there? I'm happy that I'm not the only person who doesn't understand what's going on.
But I think you are the only person who let that nobody understands.
I'm the perfect driver, guys.
So
Isn't
fantastic.
it?
No, but we have here the padding
Okay.
with the left of 30, with the bottom
I
of
would
30.
say this is too much.
Yeah, I think also the bottom of 30 is also too much. I think we have there everywhere 10 or something, or 20.
So the button is this one, right?
Yes, and also on the left and the right. So I think on the add category screen we have there way less than 30. Yeah. I think we have here 20, right?
Horizontal, and this is better, or?
Yeah, I think so too. It has more space, can more breathe. I think it's better.
So, how about if I just get rid of this one?
Yep, you can do that, yep.
And here go for symmetric.
Okay, let's try that.
And horizontal is a 20, right?
Horizontal is up and down, right? So,
yeah, 20.
Okay.
And vertical is gonna be... Go away.
Well, it works, but you killed the designer.
Why?
Because the designer didn't want to have that aligned here on the top.
Which align?
The recipe name text form field should be a bit bottom aligned. So that was the idea. If you go to the edit screen, now with the keyboard, we have to think about it, how we want to see it, because there it looks ugly. So maybe the designer has to change. Welcome, Zaxa. So if you just do that this way, as a designer, I would say, nope, I don't want that.
I have a strange designer, honestly. Are you happy now?
No?
Still not?
Check the Adobe XD, you will see the difference. Check this one, I think it's easier.
I think it's... yeah. Okay.
So the idea is that this part starts where this one is off. The only thing is if the screen is getting too small, then we can push it up. Maybe the idea is even that the background is now moving up, if we have so much space on bottom. I'm just a designer. I want some stuff. You get paid for the other stuff.
Yeah, it's like that. If I would be paid, I would, I think, have another reaction. Max.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
Probably. So, okay, what you want is we should bring the...
So maybe I can, as a designer, can quickly mine. I'm the designer. So we copy that one. So we have now a smaller screen, right? So all that stuff is like this, maybe. So the idea would be that this part is moving up, this moving up, and all these text fields would come with us and be scrollable. Whoa, what have I done? So, and all these stuff would be scrollable. So like that. I can't easily do that.
Let's our designer work.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I try
okay.
to have no stress here. So bring that in, something like that. And now we could move the art book smaller. So, and just push that up. So we would have something like that.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Abby, size box top and bottom. Isn't it the design or the app which we had at the beginning?
What do you want to do that?
This is exactly what we have at the beginning. We wanted to prevent that our background get pushed up.
Yes.
So if you want to push the background up.
What? The background is either on the right, this part.
Yeah, and you want to push this one up, right?
Yes, but just this part here. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So the designer has spoken. This is the idea. But I think Abby is right. Instead of having a padding, you could try to have a size box again with a bottom, or but the size box has a height, right? We need something that pushes up with the keyboard.
So I would say I will redo everything what we did on the add recipe screen.
Okay.
I will rotate this one.
No.
Now. Yes. We come here.
Yeah.
Instead. It's a bit of movement of this orange,
Yeah.
but except of this one, the container is moving around, which you like it.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the orange coming from?
The background is pushed up because of the resize.
Okay, so I want to understand your design.
It's not.
This is Max's design, and this is our app.
Mm-hmm. So I have to admit, I have more fun than I thought. Go further. I like to be the designer. I think I should search a role for that. That's amazing. Usually I'm on your part. And the problem is I don't negotiate. I want that. Do it. It's like, go for it.
Okay, no, but
Okay.
one is side of the bar.
Mm-hmm.
What should we achieve? Okay. We need here the container still, right?
That would be no problem. I would be happy if this one is not completely invisible and this stuff is just below. It's no problem.
Okay. The only thing that you want is...
I want to have it scrollable like it is,
Yeah.
but I don't want that it starts like half a centimeter on the bottom. It needs to be a bit up, and the background shouldn't move. So I don't want that the background is pushing up. Because you told me that it looks ugly, so I don't want that anymore.
And the developers speak too much.
Yeah,
Okay.
so how can we remove that background moving? That background pushing? We did
It's
that
gonna
last
be this
time.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, so we set it again back to false.
Mm-hmm.
And now we don't have the background push up.
Perfect. So, but now we have the problem that the position it and the other stuff needs to be pushed up a little bit, right?
So, which we
And
can
can I-
achieve reset with the list view.
Correct?
Yeah.
Good?
Almost.
I think you have been a bit too quick.
So, I think now... this one. Why do we have here two color?
I don't know anymore, Mahtab. It's it's the first time since how long did we do the last stream?
Receipt form fill.
Mm-hmm.
Size box and
Shrink wrap list view try.
okay. Yeah. Here we have a column, and here we have another column.
Yep.
And apparently,
I think you can try, instead of having here column, you could you have to remove this is the problem.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everything there's there. And now I'm just curious to know, why do I have two columns? I will bless you, Max. I will just remove this column.
You have the column because besides of that column you have also a button on the bottom.
You are right. Yeah,
so you want to have a column inside of a column.
Okay, so which column should be the big one? Yeah. List view.
And it would be great if you try that with the shrink wrap.
I will do this.
Sounds fantastic.
I will do that. Shrink wrap and list view, which gonna be here.
I think shrink wrap is a parameter of the list view.
Honestly?
Yeah. Or I think you have a constructor for that. So list view .shrink wrap, point shrink wrap. Shrink wrap. Oh no, it's not there. So it's a parameter inside. Okay, close enough. So now we have two problems left, right? That we are not beginning there where we want to begin, because now we want to push it a bit up, and the position should be also moving a little bit up, right? So these are the next two phases that we want to solve. So what do we want to first solve?
Have to push this one up, and also the container. I would just say push the container at first up.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's start with it. Where is the container?
Container is this one.
Okay, and why does it start where it starts?
I think because of that.
This is just a move it to the right and to the bottom that we lose the border.
And it doesn't move at all, so...
Because it still has 100%, right?
Yeah, okay. So to be honest, I don't know.
On the other hand, we can keep it. No, that we can't.
This is the position. It's not the container, right?
Correct.
And
now what we don't want to have that borders anymore. So what we could do, we take currently just the screen size of 85% of the whole thing, right? We could also just change that to 100% whenever we have the moving parts on the bottom.
Okay.
So that we have here a ternary operator. If the bottom inset is not 0, then we want to have here something.
Okay. So media query dot off dot set dot bottom is not
0.
Gonna be happen. Otherwise, oops. Right?
Just press F2, I think then you're fastest on the place.
Yeah, perfect. Otherwise, this is gonna be here. Now.
So it's wrong. So
it's right
it's right, but
yeah,
wrong.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
So fix the last part.
Let's see. Oh, okay. So, yeah. So, I would.
You can change or turn that whole thing around with just
Can
one.
I just do that?
No. Ternary operator starts always with a question mark, and after that, yeah, this will work. Yeah, Fantastic. You could also have changed just the unequal sign to an equal sign.
Oh yeah, okay, you're right. Now.
Beautiful.
Beautiful,
So,
Max.
and the next step is, how can we get now?
You're not just a designer, you are also the problem solver.
No,
okay.
no. You did a great job today.
Yeah, besides the driver, you can also. Okay, and the next one is also to move our column here.
Can we scroll anyway? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So now we have to push it up in both ways, right? From the bottom we have to reduce it, and from the top we have to remove that stuff whenever the inset is not done.
So, which means actually this terminal operator can also help us further, I would say. I'll just copy this one.
You could create a variable for it.
Yeah. I can create variable for this or
for the whole line. For the unequal 0, the whole thing is the check is keyboard open or something. Interesting.
So guys, you didn't see that? Okay.
You broke my neck.
Nothing happened.
This is something else, Mahtab.
Okay.
You want to have Command, Shift and V. The other command. Ah no, it's Command. I don't know. You have to try a bit. Not M. You need V for variable or field. Fantastic.
Okay.
Alright, so we take that one.
This one
is keyboard open.
Is the
or visible.
Visible.
Obviously, this is not just for the keyboard, right? It could be also something else that comes from the system messages. But yeah, at the moment it's good enough, I think.
We use it for keyboard at the moment.
It's not what we use it for, it's what the system does.
Yeah.
Right? So if you have a device that, for example, has a notch on the bottom and shows maybe some stuff, that would also directly remove that. So you have here always a -1, or you would go to always a false back, and with that you would always show it in a certain way. This is just super high level if you want to make it perfect, but yeah.
Have your short.
Just remove it.
I will ignore this one.
Yeah.
But we can also create a variable for this one.
Hey Shay, nice to see you.
I will create also one for this one.
You can do that, yeah. You can say replace all 3 occurrences. Yep.
And this gonna be screen height.
Sounds good. And what you also can do is, I think the screen height can be final.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Should it be in the build method?
In that case, yes, because you want to rebuild it all the time whenever something changes in that direction.
Good point. Perfect. So, what's going on? Where is it? I can't see that anymore. Here. This is this one. And now we want to say we need to still the shrink wrap.
Not necessarily, I think.
Sorry, Abby. I'm just see.
Is that Christmas music?
Don't hear that. Okay. We have here this padding. I would say this is anyway too much. I would say this is anyway too much. So I will go with trick. I would say horizontal, see, vertical at first. Let's see how this looks like. So vertical. That's right.
Can someone help Mahtab here?
I would say here the vertical is depends on the vertical gonna be again depends on the screen keyboard. So is the keyboard otherwise, I don't know. I just want to see if this works. Okay, one way.
She really does a good job, right? I'm really happy with that.
This is so good. Can anyone help Mahtab? Doing great. They're alone. Okay. But I should just push it a little bit further down. So what we can do is maybe just, that was the screen height. Screen height multiply
0.15 it was before. Also here you can just add an exclamation mark in front, right, to make it vice versa.
Ah. Okay, it's a little bit too much playing around. What? Dinah?
Well, I would like it. What does the chat say? Happy with that?
No.
Maybe a little bit more up, but just
The problem
slightly.
is that, for example, that this is maybe now great and this is green. How about in all other screens? So,
What do you mean?
how about in other emulators? This is now the iOS, which is great, looks good.
Yeah, but I think it will be good for everything else. The only thing that I don't like is now in the full screen. Let's cut it off. Where's my button?
I will have always the keyboard open. Where is our button? Ah, I know why. Okay, because of our vertical stuff. So if the keyboard is visible, this one and this is not enough. Keyboard visible, right? So it's gonna be the height. And if this is not the case, this is gonna be the height.
Okay.
Okay, I'm for sure on.
Stop changing numbers. Think first.
Good point.
Try
But
to
look at
understand
that,
what
it
happened.
works, okay.
No, nothing had worked.
No?
No, you have to push it up again.
Push it up again.
So,
Okay, so it's good point, Max.
Mhm.
I really like that.
Yeah.
Um.
Take a deep breath. Think about the problem. So you want to say if it is visible, you want to remove a little bit on the bottom and on the top.
Top
Because
up,
you say it is symmetric, right? So
Yeah.
both will always change.
yeah.
But is that the case? If you want to have it where if you have more space, you want to have a push on the top,
But not on the bottom.
but not on the bottom. So you have it a bit differently. So you can't use the symmetric in that case.
I want to change on top. Not on the bottom.
Then just leave it away. Ah, okay. Or
Yeah,
this,
I
yeah,
need
yeah.
a little bit.
And left and right you need still. So
Left
mhm.
and right.
All right.
Don't ask me why. I was going out. I don't know why. So this looks weird, right? No, it's
No, it looks weird.
jumps.
Yes, and still we have it in the full screen mode. We want to have more space on the top, right?
Yeah.
Look at the screen. So.
And on top.
So if the keyboard is visible, we want to have on top a little bit of space. But if we have it, yep. No. Can we make there a 1.5 again? Yeah, thank you. Fantastic.
Okay.
So now it moves
Try
a
to
little bit
take
up.
it, yeah.
And could you try to remove the 0.5 from the if the keyboard is visible? Because then we have a little bit more real estate, because we don't have to shrink that anymore, because we need everything. Just remove the whole with like that. Just take the full width, full height. We don't have to reduce it. We anyway have not enough space, and if we would remove it, we also have even further less space more.
So if the keyboard is not open, we use the whole.
No.
We will use the whole height. And if this is open.
Oh, okay, something broke. Okay, maybe I was not right with my doing nothing. Interesting. Ah, because it is below the... No, I don't know.
This is exact. Now it's the problem with the list view, and we need the padding, right?
Correct. Now we need the padding at the end.
And does it annoy us anything else now here?
Just the space on top could be a little bit less. I mean, it is now fitting with that, but yeah, it could be just a little bit less. So I don't know where this comes from, but...
So is the keyboard visible?
The question for me is, why is the screen height itself not good enough? So why do you have to multiply it by something? Ah, because you push it. Yeah, I got it. Okay, so it could be very small, like 0.01 or something. Or like that. I'm happy with that.
No, I can max. I can't like that.
Now you are talking like with a real designer. No, that's fantastic. Yep, like that.
And now it's time to go...
To push the list view up.
Push the list view up. This one. We have a padding. And here we have this keyboard visible with the size box below. This keyboard visible with a size box. No.
We had already.
What?
Just do your stuff. I think that's perfectly fine, just to make it understandable. Abby had another solution which would also work. You can push everything with a size box.
Yeah.
You can think about to have padding, or you can have another size box underneath to push it up. So you have both possibilities.
Sorry.
But for now, stick with the padding. We know how it works, so go for it. There is a missing comma or something at the end. Ah, there's one bracket too much. No. Ah, my Mahtab. Fantastic!
Look at that! We made it, guys! After 1 hour and 20 minutes. No, it's not right.
I have to we need like a clapping sound or something like that we can...
We have already in our Streamlab, I think.
Yeah, but I have to add that somehow, that we can all clap together.
Great. Perfect, so... Now.
Okay, so commit, right? That is something done.
Keyboard and scroll issue.
Great. I think that is a really successful session today, right? We fixed some issues. Better than this morning where I couldn't solve mine.
I think again is the...
Big images deprecate. Ah, yeah, we kept that. Alright, I add that too to our list. That's something for the future, Mahtab. Just keep it.
Clap. Yeah, I know that.
No, that icon that he posted is wash hands.
Oh, I thought, but I understand also it's a clap hand, so.
Is it really wash hands? Fantastic.
I don't know, it's somehow so.
Yeah, but it's also.
I think it's with Schaum, or?
Yeah, with phone.
Is it Schaum? Phone. Schaum is German. Okay, sorry for that. Great. Did I commit it? I committed.
You did.
Perfect.
Great job. So I add also that pick image in our list. Oh, we have so much to do.
Next step. I would say everything works here. Everything works here now.
Yeah.
And it should come here. What do you think, Rex?
I thought this was our initial idea today. So finally we come there.
There.
Oh, can we try something?
Why not?
Could we jump into the simulator quickly? And can you turn the device? So go one screen back and go to the add category screen. Could we stretch the image? I think that is possible with one line of code, right?
Stretch the image.
Yeah, I think that should be very easily.
And category screen. And we want...
So at the moment the image fits the height, but we want to stretch it, I think.
Default container asset height. And instead of having this one, we should, I think, cover, right?
Yep. So now that looks better. And if we move it, so if we turn it around. Yep, I'm happy with that. And also on the other screen, like add recipe. Hello, Nicole.
Hello,
nice to
Nicole.
see you.
Nice to see you.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, this looks much better. I have somehow weird,
What?
but it's good enough. I don't know. It's too narrow. I have the feeling.
Too narrow. Ah, you
so
mean
the
that
height
container?
is too.
Yeah.
But you don't need.
That's
bigger
just for
height,
the
actually.
image. Yeah. What I don't like is that what I would like to change is if you go to the other screen. Yeah, I don't like that we have so much space up there. That looks somehow odd.
Actually, we can directly start here.
Yeah, that would be best.
You know where it's come from?
Yeah.
Nice to know. But look at that. This is also a little bit weird, or not?
True. But this comes from the padding top because we don't let it go through. That's on purpose. I'm pretty happy with that so far. The user will hopefully understand it.
Yeah, I would say if we could, instead of scrolling under this container, we could scroll under the app bar, would be great.
Yeah, but the problem is still that, yeah, that would be the best solution, that's true. But then we need to have a stack that it can scroll underneath, and also...
I would say it's good enough.
I think we need to, like, having a scroll start position or something for something like that.
Scroll start.
I would take a look there. I think that there is something...
You know, something like that, guys? Scroll start position.
So that we could say we push that always in the beginning of the app a little bit on top.
This one is fine. We are scrolling under the app bar.
Yeah. But I think that's the reason, because here we have that child widget, that stack widget.
This is the stack widget. Okay. So, should we fix this one, or should I continue with our... Yeah, the recipe screen?
Good question. What does the chat say? Any opinions? Should we create a poll for that? Let's quickly create a poll for that. I think it's quickly.
Meanwhile, I can... Coffee.
Yeah, take a break. Think about what you learned today. So, polls.
I learned today, think before you start to code.
That's always
a
very
lesson,
good
right?
idea. Yeah. So that is the recipe list screen, right?
Scroll controller animate to.
Oh, nice. So there is something. How do we call that? Scroll? No, that is the...
Split screen.
Just call it list. And the other part was... What did you want to solve? The other thing that you wanted to start?
The scrolling behavior.
Ah, okay.
Scroll behavior.
Alright, so let's do that. Start poll.
Now, I would say, in the meanwhile, scroll control animate to.
And keep in mind, so when we don't find the solution this time, we have to do it the next time. So.
And you should follow us and you should come with us. And yeah. No, what the heck? Skip it. Can we cut it?
No.
No. Okay.
Not this time.
Okay, right. What are you doing?
That's a good question. What are we doing?
It's a good question. We fixed a couple of bugs that we had. Such as improving our add recipe screen and our add category screen, so that we can now scroll even if the keyboard is off. And now we are looking for the next task.
Yeah.
What for which screen?
So the question is if we want to enhance the category screen. So if you go here, that would be list categories. That would be that one here. So this with the noodles and so on, that we add this part where we have the feature, maybe show the image finally. And the other part would be that we solve the add categories, because at the moment we scroll, right? And as you can see, the text fields are getting hidden behind. Aloha!
Aloha! Hello, Risha.
So, exactly.
Is he the guy for this one package that we introduced in our Flutter screen? Flutter News?
Could be. Not sure.
Rishabh, are you
the guy?
Are you the guy which we mentioned in one of our Flutter News?
So recipe list screen got 1 vote.
Please let me know.
Abby.
I'm really curious to know. I don't know if we mention your CodePen or FlutterPen or don't really know.
No, me neither. I think we
Okay.
There was another deep sing, I think, where I added the CodePen, but I think he is not this guy.
I don't know. I thought.
Just from my feeling, gut feeling. Okay, most 2 are for.
Thank you for the recipe.
For the recipe? Oh, fantastic! If you have something for you.
Yeah. Great. If we could help you, we are more than happy.
Yeah. All right.
Amazing.
So 2 people are for list.
Where's that video or link?
Oh, we have so many Flutter News now, so it's
now
very difficult. So this is your challenge for tomorrow. You search all the Flutter News and you search your... and if you are the right one. No, I think it was mine with the rider part, where this was also... not rider, JetBrains, something.
Okay, in the meanwhile that we are waiting for the...
Results, we have still 3, yeah. That was the head roll.
Yeah.
3,700. We're getting crazy.
Where's our Flutter News?
There,
right?
yeah. I think so, at least.
This.
So this was the last. No, this is something else. Flutter News, here it is.
Here. This.
But this is it not. I think it has to be one of the last ones.
Flutter News maybe here.
This guy.
Hello, my friends, and
here. And
scroll up.
here.
Ah, you are right. We can just look here. Twitter. Yeah, this guy. You mean the I am Sandeep. I think you.
Sorry.
But you can share the video so everyone can take a look. I really fight it a long time with Sing, I think, with the name. So so that's why Mahtab remembers, because I sit here in the room and I said and then at the end I needed to cut it because I couldn't pronounce it right.
Sorry for that. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Great.
So we start with the list view, I think.
What is the
4
result?
votes.
4 votes for list
Can you
view.
close the poll and show the result to everyone?
Close the poll.
Complete. Fantastic.
And here we go.
Oh, so 100%.
So guys, I will come here. See us, and I will come here. How our list screen or recipe list screen look like that. We have here the image, which is, I would say, good enough.
Yep. Could you do me a favor? Instead of saying good enough, could you copy exactly that image into it and call it also noodles, that we have exactly what we can work on? Is it possible? I don't know how I did that image there. Can you go to that part? No, you have to go this one. Yep. And now you have that rectangle. No, this is just the name.
Just a text.
See ya! Enjoy the rest.
Yeah. See you guys.
Code Forces? What is Code Forces? Sorry, I need to know that. Code Forces.
You can do it here.
Yep, try to. Code Forces. Ooh, cool.
Overall.
Problem set, rating.
What is it?
I think you work against each other or something, and then you get like a voting, or you see there is a global round 10. Interesting.
I know it's maybe a live stream and do it with everyone.
Yeah, and then a contest
and
in a live
after that
stream.
we lose it.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
We wanted to have this.
Yeah.
This one.
So I think that is this rectangle. Can you make a right click on it? Unlock. And again a right click. And edit in Photoshop. Anthony, yeah, I think we have already a video for Qubit, so you can check that. And for the undo's functionality, I think, what was there? There is an extra, inside there is an extra possibility where you can just roll back. Build fast, you guys, takes a lot of time.
Right.
Yep. What do you mean, Nickel? Build fast, you guys. Are we too slow? I'm sorry. Need to improve.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably do that.
Yeah, Xaxa, I think Qubit is now integrated in the block pattern, so therefore you anyway have to use the block package, and the redo is now part of the block package there too, so I think you can use both of them. This is a PSD file. I think that will not work. Did you save it or did you export it?
I just save it.
Yeah, but
to be honest.
okay, so let's try to export it.
Export it as
Sorry.
I don't know if I can drop this one.
I think it should work.
Yeah.
Now you broke something. Okay, it's gone. you navigated into a complete death. Doesn't work anymore. Well done, Mahtab. So how can we force kill that now?
I know that.
You know, go for it. Cool. Thank you, Anthony. I'm really happy that you like our content.
IO Simulator again, and let's see if it does works. Solution is bang. Oh, we hope that not.
Give us half an hour, then we restart everything. Then today we make a Sunday, kicking our feet up, and then that's it for today.
It's right. So, wanted at first replace the image.
So we wanted to upload the image to our iOS.
Image. And the next thing is that I want to bring the title on the left, and after that add some cards here.
All right.
And now let's see. Here. No.
You have to upload the image still. Can you click on this big button down there? And now copy the image in?
I know that with iOS phone. With Android phone.
The operation couldn't be completed. PHP photos error domain.
Doesn't work like that.
Okay, maybe you have to. What doesn't work like that?
I think you can't add just an image like Android.
Oh, you can't?
Do you know?
No?
No, I think. No?
You broke it again.
Okay.
Maybe wait up there.
Okay, what I'm thinking is instead of having like that, I should go here, for example,
And search for an image. Okay, so noodles.
No, it's right.
Yeah, but search for noodles. I think it fits better to the purposes.
Noodle image.
Pexels. or unsplash or something. So a free image, right?
Unsplash, right. Free? You're right? Not doing something.
Hopefully not. I think it's already downloaded. Or not? I don't know I don't know iOS, so it's all yours. I think on the right top you have the blue arrow. What means that? So download it, no?
So this is actually right?
I don't know.
Save image, I would say. No, I just go like that. Here.
Ah, finally.
Perfect. So let's restart our app.
Why?
There.
This is not noodles. Is it not?
Is it not noodle? It's that.
That's ramen, I think. And champignon or mushrooms.
I think it's yeah.
Noodles, please. Yeah.
Do we have plural? Rice? Noodles?
I don't know.
Rice doesn't have any plural. I don't know. I know. But... Okay, anyway.
Great. Okay, so there is a lot to do, right?
Yeah. So we have to cut the image first. Or
Okay.
I would say if the image is, I don't know, vertical or something like that, we have to pick.
To be honest, I would start with something easier. I would remove that hero animation from the text below, because I think somehow if the text is moving, it looks a bit too much.
Okay.
You know, that image is already moving, and on the other hand, it could be good. We could keep it. I don't know.
No, I don't like also.
Okay.
Let's remove this one.
First
we are
make
in the
yeah.
save recipe.
Mhm.
Yeah. This is our list screen, right? Recipe list screen.
Mm-hmm. What do you main nickel with nav? The navigation from to the image, or what are you searching?
I'm searching. Oh, I have something. List screen. Category list. No, recipe. Form model recipe report address. I don't know, to be honest, what was the name of this screen. Isn't that weird?
I would say category screen.
I think something with list. No, why? I don't know. Okay, fair enough, thanks. You're right, I think.
But if you search for something with a list, maybe we should add that here. So category screen would be the recipe list screen that you have to rename, because if you say you have the question, then this raises a question, right?
Yeah, but somehow it makes sense because you click on a category and you will navigate to the category.
Also
Do
true.
you know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay. So I would say I'm agree with you, and we don't need this hero.
Mm-hmm.
It's somehow annoying.
But don't forget, you have to also remove it from the dashboard.
Yeah. So I will go like that. Fine. And I will go for hero. And I need to have it in the way
Mm-hmm. Ah, yeah.
here. We have the
But this is the image. That's fine.
Yes, and here we should have this
Ah,
one, which is
nice.
this one. Now I think if we just go back,
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
the image. That's good enough, I think.
it's just appear and disappear.
Mhm.
Okay? Perfect.
Okay.
The first step was that, and the second step is, I would say, to bring the title of the category name not in the center. So let me find what's going on here. We have the hero for the image, which is
Nickel
this
has
one.
a wish. He wants that the nav bar is done first.
Nav bar should be done
the app bar.
App bar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was with this package. We need the package to find the main color in our image, right?
For example, yeah.
And what was the name of the package?
I know we have it in the document, but the name was...
You know, guys, what was to select the
palette generator.
Palette generator. Look at that. We have it here.
Can you share the link in the chat?
Yeah. So this is, I hope this is the right package that we should use, but we will start. A Flutter package to extract prominent colors from an image. They use to find colors for user interface. Use the package add palette generator as a dependency in your pubspec.yaml.
Sorry.
Import like that.
Can we see an example
Yeah.
first before we try to implement it?
So what's going here is have here a main tab. Here we have different color. Image colors. Yeah, really? Okay. How many likes? No, it's good enough.
Yeah. But as you can see, we use a widget called image color,
Yeah.
and this has a title, image, and image size. Okay, this is just any image. So the image colors is the widget down here.
Image color is here.
Yep, there we have an image provider and image size. Okay, and if we go further, here we have the palette generator finally, and this calls from image provider. And then you can just pass down the widget.image, which is the provider of the image, the size, the region, and the maximum color count. So in our case, that would be 1, I think.
What do you mean one? Ah, the
Yeah, because we just
count.
want one color, right,
Yeah.
at the end. And
So
that would be what we want.
Can we also use, instead of from image provider, also something else?
Mahtab, I can't tell you that. This is just what I read. We have to implement the
But
palette.
I think Minu knows about this package.
Yeah, but we can just try it around, right?
That's right.
If we implement that in our pubspec.yaml and try to use it, then we will receive all the different parts that are possible.
Okay. So this is where we should start, I would say.
Yeah, but I think that makes sense to implement, right?
Yeah. Instances and here. Get. To be honest, I was not as quick as you, Max,
With what?
to understand what's going on here.
Oh, okay.
But I think we'll do it together. So.
So this is just the basics that we know, right? So that just the creation of something. Here we have just a stateful widget,
Yeah.
so that it can contain a lot of stuff that comes from above.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we go down where we have the build function itself, we have that function update palette generator. And here we ask for the color.
Yeah.
So that palette generator is getting up there, and most likely you get there the color from.
Okay.
So
that means where we use the image.
Yep.
Okay, I will. And not here in the category screen.
Yeah.
In the category screen, we have the image somewhere.
The image somewhere.
Here. This is our image. Right?
Yep, exactly.
This is our image. Here. Go further, Max. I don't know. No?
Okay, so
Okay.
the thing is, we want to get started with that part, and you see we create this palette generator. Why you need this package? This package will generate us the colors from the image. So if you take a look into our screen once more, so as you see, we have now here a black and red color on the app bar, which comes from the main colors of the big picture, or at least this was the idea the last time.
Yeah, I think you missed the initial idea.
Yeah, so the idea in our part is that this app bar is changing its colors compared to the color in the image itself.
Yeah, according to the column, the main color of our image.
Yeah, so that would be the idea.
Wow, they have 158.
Wow. Okay.
Okay,
So, and now what's happened here is just a function, any function, right, that calls set state at the end. Because the set state, most likely everything will be dependent on this palette generator. If you search for that, Command F, or if you just scroll down in the build function, you will see all the colors will be dependent on that most likely. So where's the palette generator? Let's check it. Palette swatches, use of future builder to palettes will be displayed. The palette generator is done generating its data. Okay, so the palette swatches is just a stateless widget, which then gets a generator. If this is empty, it shows a container, else it swatches add column, palette swatch. Here we have the palette swatch with the label dominant, and then it has the color which is the most dominant color.
yeah.
So, and down here you have the square, a small square with the color in it, and that receives the color from that palette switch. So what we can do is we can just use that generator here, generator dot dominant color, and if it is not empty, we can use the color.
Okay.
For you, easy. Let's go into our application. So now first start with a method. Complete from outside the build function, just up ahead. Here in the category screen on top, we use here a function that we call get colors
dominant,
or get dominant color. Yeah.
get dominant color.
So what do we know from this one? It should return a color, right?
It should get a color. Yeah.
It should return a color.
Sorry,
No worries. Take your time.
Yeah.
And we know that that is asynchronous. So we will have a future of color, actually.
Right. Like that. Okay.
So now we need first an image provider. So, and we know that this category has a memory image inside, right?
Yeah.
So let's start with that. We need a memory image.
Okay, we need a memory image. This is our image in this case.
Yep.
And this is gonna be from category dot
File. And don't forget, we have to need a memory image and surrounding that file. Create an object of memory image.
This?
No, take that away. We don't need that yet. Now memory image.
Yeah.
Yep.
Memory image.
And now
this
as
is
bytes, you put that in.
Yeah.
Perfect. So close that off. So now we go once more in the documentation of the underside. Scroll up completely to the top and up, down, stop. Here we have that update palette generator.
Okay, this is what we are going. Yeah.
Exactly. Now we want to await for the palette generator from image provider. So try that.
And what we are getting, what we are passing in the.
We don't need that yet. I just want to, because that region would set a region inside of that image. I hope we can just keep that empty and he understands and will take the full image.
Okay.
is inside of here of that scaffold we have a column, right? So on the top.
We can call it this.
No, this just gives us a color, right?
Okay.
We can, but we can create a container here, just that we have something that we can look on. So inside of this children, use create a container with a height and a width of, I don't know, 200. Yep. And now say that the background color of this, I think it's color. So, and the color is a ternary operator. You have to create a variable on top. So we will make that a stateful widget first. For now, I know we will change that in the future, but now.
Okay.
Good. So now we create a variable in the state. Here, press enter.
Yeah.
Now we want to have a color. Dominant color or something. Now we take this color and set this to a default value. So if we don't get it already, so if this takes some time, so which color should we have?
Blue.
Okay, so
just no. Okay.
Then here we have the blue.
Blue.
Fantastic. Yep. So and now inside, so we are coming here.
Yeah.
Yep. Let me think quickly. The color will be the color up here, right? So that one that we set, dominant color, yeah. Fantastic. And instead of returning, we are just using the
That's it.
set state.
I can set the dominant color to this color.
Yeah, and then we
Right.
have to set the state, right? Because it's the state.
Okay, I thought I'm wrong. Now I need this.
Correct. And you don't return anything on top, so you can make that to a void. Yep. And what can we do if we want to do that beforehand when we jump here inside?
In the init step.
Perfect. And now we are just calling get dominant color. Good. Now let's have a look if our rectangle is changing. It's blue. That's wrong.
We
now it
create
works.
a-
Now it works.
now-
Fantastic.
But we create because we create stateful widget. We have to house reload.
Yeah,
We
that's
need a
why
house
it
reload.
works
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Can you also switch back to the other screen? Because then we will see if it's getting green. Perfect.
Cool.
The only thing, it's very intensive in loading, right? It takes a lot of time to calculate it.
Yeah.
That's why you see that lag here.
Like here, yeah.
So
But it's really cool. I like it.
yeah, maybe it's a good idea to save that in the database with. We have the color width inside of the category, so that
So
we
that one
calculate
time will be calculated, and after that we will get it always from
exactly.
our database.
Or we can do it in a how do you call it?
The next step?
Background task.
Oh,
That we create an isolate who creates that, and
Yeah.
as soon as it's getting
what do we
returned, we are
have
starting.
here?
Not just ignore it. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we don't need this container.
FFM. Flutter virtual machine.
Oh, that was good.
No, that is.
FVM. Is it Flutter virtual machine? I don't know.
No, I hope not. That is Flutter version manager. Yes, I want to use that in the future, but at the moment I don't. That's why I regret it always if I work with the Flutter repository.
I don't know what's that. Social value.
No, that's not that. So it's a CLI tool that allows you to switch between the different SDK versions with the CLI.
Okay, simple CLI to manage Flutter SDK version.
Yeah, so for example, you have one SDK version for one project.
Okay.
And that makes it easier because whenever you start a new project, then you have always the same part.
Okay,
So that is pretty cool.
perfect.
I talked so much today.
And you know what? It's already 5 o'clock, but
Perfect.
it's not a matter. I will just remove the container. We don't need the container.
All right.
And what we need is actually here we have a title. we have this one, and what we need here is the color, I think. Background color.
At the moment, yes, we know, but I would change that in the future.
And background color
Dominant
gonna
color.
be the... like that, right?
Yeah, but on the other side, I think we don't have just one color, right? We have a gradient and everything.
Yeah, but let's see at first
Yeah,
if this one works.
I'm happy with.
Our designer. Really.
And it's getting dark.
But cool, it's really cool.
Yeah, just that it takes so long is a bit annoying, but it's really cool that it works. But I think if we do that before, when we save something to the database, it's even better.
Yeah, that means beside of every other information that we save in our category Hive database, we need also a background
Just
or
a dominant color of background or something, or color of the image. But I like the idea because now we have it a bit more spicy, you know, something happens in our screen. That it is calculating so long is not cool, but I could imagine that if we run that in profile mode or in release mode, it even is faster than.
Better. But what I can imagine, and I would like to know actually, is if we are going for the Flutter inspector, where is our Flutter performance? This is it, right?
Yeah, so at the moment we have like 25 frames a second, which is not pretty good. Usually we should have like 60.
Yeah.
At least this is our goal. So that's why everything is red here, because we have only 16 milliseconds to calculate our stuff, but nearly everything at the moment takes more time. And that has to a lot of reasons. The first one is we run it in the debug mode, right?
Yeah.
That results already in a worse experience. Hey Manya, nice to see you. Then the second part is that
I'm just doing side you are speaking of.
The second thing is most likely on that machine where you're working at the moment, we have currently Streamlabs running and so on and so forth. So it is already under stress. And so I think all that stuff results into having a bad performance at the moment.
It's going to the call tree. See.
Yep, Philip's video on performance.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from him.
Yeah, I also. So I think if we are going to the method, we can see which method takes the most time.
Yeah, but did you click on the navigation during that time?
Yeah, I did it.
Okay.
Here. You mean on the category, right?
Yeah.
So,
can you check the self time and take the first one? Start JSON writer, I think that is the one. Track widgets rebuilds is so helpful. Yeah, true.
Okay, this one.
So JSON writer, and now you need to find where it is inside, I think. So because you have now done it with the call tree, no.
Yeah. Okay, I want to just play a little bit around.
Okay.
To be honest.
Alright, so for the next time we have some stuff to do. We have still... Oh no, the text overflow we have also fixed. Give it a tick. Flutterist asked you to fix the rounded delete button, which still has to be done.
Yeah, we still want to have it. Alex, look at that, sorry. If you are going here, and this is which one? No, that was called 3. And here, we said this one.
Yeah.
The thing is that, for example, here you can see where is the function, which I think is helpful. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you want to search right
I
now.
wanted to say if this method or this dominant color, finding the dominant color, is really the method which takes the most time in our application, and I wanted to figure it out. Okay,
but you see the self times here, so if it's 0 seconds, it can't be that.
Yeah.
Now we have to somehow find where this JSON writer is inside.
Yeah, and this is what I don't like. If you can, in a couple of them, for example here, you can see the path to this.
Yeah, method. I know exactly what you mean.
But here you can't see it. So, I don't know. I didn't know about all these tools. I need to do a deep dive into left. Yeah, it's really helpful.
Yeah.
I think there are most of the developers, I don't know. Many people doesn't use it at all, even if it's really great, and Very helpful.
UTF decode, pre-prep. Visit children for semantic movish. I
What
don't
I'm
know.
wondering is because this is the source, widgets. Okay, but we are actually in the screen. So
Get value or data. Asynchronous operation, unary.
Dart was made in Dart to test Dart code.
Flutterception. No, Dartception. Yeah, so
Yeah. So
I need to
go
take
for
a look into
Yeah,
it,
go
but
for it.
that's alright. So we have still some stuff to do. Also the deprecation of pick image, right?
Deprecation of pick image, and I would say next time we can really fix our category screen
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
to bring this.
But I really
Complex.
like that package. I like the idea to have that a bit dynamic. That's cool. We have that in place.
And I think I should still a little bit more learn. I mean, compared to you, okay, you have more experience, but you understand or you have a quick look on the package and you just pick the information that is necessary to rebuild it. But I still need time to understand the whole package.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But I think that is completely, well, I'm sometimes a bit faster there, but I
Which
have
is also
seen a lot of
good.
bad documentation like that, so I know where I have to look at. And for me, it was just clear because I see here that nothing has really done something with that package, so it needed to be somewhere here. And because this is just a function down here, we can see that there is nothing happening, you know.
Yeah.
So I searched, in my head it was already okay, this is the tool that we want to use. We put it somewhere. Now this has to contain what we need, right? So this is my way of thinking there.
This
And
is
because
amazing.
everything else is like just noise, you know, everything else is just not usable at
But
the
you
moment.
can distinguish them,
Yep.
which is important, and I
True.
think very helpful to know that. Thank you,
Alright.
Max.
So cool. Anything else missing?
No, I don't think so. This was an amazing session again, guys.
Do you have any questions still open that we should answer?
Would save the colors as well. Don't have to do the math every time.
That's a very good idea, Abby. I think we will do that so that we put that within the HiveDB, and whenever we read, we put that inside. The good old getx. I think
Let's
one
make
video is not enough. I think for getx you will have at least 3 or 5 because there is really a lot about it. But I will think about it. I'm still working on it. I hope we manage it in the next couple of weeks.
We have so many topics,
Yeah.
and I think this is also on our list.
It's on the list.
Thank you very much, guys.
All right,
You're
thank
welcome.
you.
You're more than welcome, Sasa. And thanks for being with us.
Yep.
That was a great session. And see you
Until the
on
next time.
Wednesday, I think.
Yeah, Wednesday. Yep, true. And additionally, I will maybe try to publish it also on Twitch this time. Let's see.
Let's see if it's work.
The next time.
Alright,
All
guys.
right.
Have a
See
great
ya.
Sunday. See you. Bye.